Welcome back to another episode of the Gentleman's Journey. We're here at the 183rd Convention in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm here with Hunter Kolbezen. I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself a little.
Yeah, so I'm about to be a junior at Boulder. I'm part of Alpha Psi Delta out there. Brought me nothing but great memories and great times. I'm originally from Colorado Springs, and just been loving it in Boulder. Can't ask for much more up there.
Cool. The way I like to start these podcast episodes off are asking about your first experience with Chi Psi. What did that look like at UC Boulder, and how did it come to?
So, funny enough, one of my friends from high school, he actually just graduated, but when he came back from his first semester, he talked about how he joined Fraternity up in Boulder, and it ended up being Chi Psi, and I thought it was a really cool thing. So that was kind of my first impression. And my dad was in a fraternity, so I was like, yeah, why not? I'll join one out there. And then I was lucky enough, we do summer recruitment. I got invited up for a couple dates, and then once I actually got to the lodge, I was just outstanding. I just couldn't believe how beautiful it was, and then all the brothers there are just they care about you, which I found different from other fraternities on the hill up in Boulder.
For sure. You mentioned you're number one. How has that been? Is that something that kind of when you joined you knew you wanted to do, or how has that experience been?
So it's kind of funny there. So my freshman year at Alpha Psi Delta, freshman's elected the risk manager, so I was elected that. And I kind of got to learn the ways. I worked with the president a lot, so I saw a lot of what's going on. And I wasn't exactly keen on doing it, but the exec board came up to me, like, "Hey, do you want to run for president?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me hear a little bit more about it. Let me talk to my parents, see what they think." Ended up running, and there's actually no one ran against me, so I was just kind of elected on spot. Nice. But I couldn't be happier with my decision.
Yeah, here you are. Congratulations. And obviously something has been going right. You were nominated for the Thayer this year. Yeah. Being president, what does that mean to you? Is that something that you're super proud of? And what's the thought?
I just got my hair just stood up on my arm. I was thinking about it. It's really cool because of all the hard work we've put in this year, from not just me, but all the way through our exec board, the chairman. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, as I like to say. I've learned more from these past 9 months than I think I will learn from college.
Yeah. I
mean, you just learn how to run an organization pretty much, and it's very, very special that I get into it.
It's invaluable learning lessons, leadership and whatnot.
Exactly.
Being from Kentucky, I really envy your proximity to the mountains.
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever use the outdoors and kind of that space and proximity to the mountains as part of your events and whatnot?
Oh, yeah. So we'll do it's called A-Bay Beach Day. It's up at A-Basin where you can rent out a couple spots right on the mountain.
Yeah. And
a bunch of the brothers will go up there, just tailgate up there, ski. It's a great time. And then it obviously snows in Colorado, snows a lot in Boulder, so we'll build a jump in our front lawn, and we'll have someone on a dirt bike pulling someone, and they'll do tricks off the jump, on pipes and stuff. It's really cool.
We got our first snow in Kentucky this year. We were driving on the streets on skis behind cars.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fun.
Oh, it's a blast.
So I envy that. But notably, the 184th convention will be coming to Boulder this upcoming year. Mm-hmm. When did you get notice of that, and what has your preparation work looked like?
So we actually, Joe Hughes, one of our alumni, brought it up to me when we hosted the row conference this year. And row conference was honestly kind of a good, just kind of step into it to kind of see what it's going to look like. Lucky enough for us, we have two of our brothers who are track executives at Boulder, which is the co-student body presidents of the school, and we have been working with them trying to figure out just all accommodations we can use, and it's been extremely helpful because the school isn't very nice to fraternities in the first place, but having them there has been a huge stepping stone for us. It helps us out so much.
Yeah, you mentioned involvement in student government and how that's helped you there. What other ways do you think that's important for a fraternity that you're involved elsewhere on campus? Yeah,
so for Boulder, our IFC is student-led. It's not the school at all. So they're kind of the end for us, and they can really help us out a lot because the school doesn't really, we just actually got a bill passed, but they haven't let us use facilities on campus.
Oh, wow.
So that's a huge thing we're using for them. And then we've always had a very good relation with the CU police, but having those two guys there, they have they're a first name basis with the chief now. So it's been nothing but helpful, and there's so many more things to come. They know a lot more than me.
Yeah. That helps a lot.
Yeah.
Going back to convention, is there something you're most excited for undergrads and alumni to see when everyone convenes here next summer?
Yeah, I would. First off, the Flatirons is just the mountain range is unbelievable, and we are lucky enough we have a top balcony of our lodge that has just a picturesque view right there. And I'm excited for them to just see all of our brothers there and see how I think we have one of the strongest brotherhoods. Humbly, I'd love to say that, just because everyone's so tight-knit. I believe it would be something cool for them to see.
For sure. I saw your list of people attending convention this year, and I think it's the longest of them all. So
it's like 12 or 13, I believe.
Yeah. And we talked about this a little before we started. You had a purple and gold feature. Can you talk about that a little?
Yes.
We didn't see that.
Yeah, so Purple and Gold is the Kai Psi magazine. One of my buddies from back home in Colorado Springs, we grew up knowing each other through high school, JT Tiger, and he actually ended up becoming the president as well at UNC Chapel Hill. So we've shared a lot of cool experiences there, and like we used to be rivals in high school, and now we're just like best buds.
Yeah.
We're working together, getting through stuff, so it's something pretty special.
That's awesome. You got number one to kind of go through.
Yeah, just piggyback off each other.
And I've been ending with this question, and so far it's been one of the harder questions I've asked for other people. If you could pick, what would be your favorite Kai Psi memory thus far?
But yeah, that is a hard question.
Yeah.
But for me personally, the PSD that is ran through the central office during pledge education for all of the new members, I think is something extremely special that you don't really get that. Like from your high school friend group, you're not gonna all sit down and talk about what you've been through, what has made you into the man you are today. So I think that's something extremely special that we've done in the Kai Psi central office and throughout all the alphas.
For sure, I think that's a super important step in the pledging process. Well, I appreciate you coming on here, spending some time today, and we will catch you next time.
Thank you.